Hello my friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sheree, I am Sheree, and I'm so glad you're here. I've made another Daphne's Diary journal, and this is for, if you didn't see the last video where I made this one, I am making these in order to use some of my Daphne Diary magazines that I haven't used. I got a subscription for 1 year in 2019, and my intention was to make journals out of them after I enjoyed them for a bit and looked through them and things like that. And then Daphne said we couldn't sell, uh, journals with Daphne's Diary, any part of Daphne's Diary in it. So, what I've decided to do now in order to use some of my Daphne's Diary is to give them away with junk journal orders. So, with every junk journal that's ordered, even if you order, like say you order two, I was going to clarify this a little bit. If you order two journals in one order, you'll get two Daphne's Diary, so it's one per journal, even if it's a $10 journal, okay, because I've got journals in my shop from $10 to $55 usually is my price range, depending on what kind of, if it's a little journal, it might be $10. If it's a, two signature full-fledged, hardback cover, decorated, ephemera, all that kind of stuff, then it's, $45, $55 depending. But usually the highest I've been going is $55 just to keep it low for my customers. So anyway, this one was the first one I made, and I did this is a ribbon that's just wrapped around, and I said that's the easiest way you're ever going to bind a journal. So it really is. So that's the first one, and I did a flip through and everything during that video. So for this one, I didn't do it on video because it's simply making a cover and putting in pages. So I did in the same sort of way, use the same sort of pages. But this one I made a little smaller because if I didn't, width-wise, it's about the same this way, maybe a little shorter. It looks a little shorter, doesn't it? Let me see. Oh no, it's about the same. It just looks shorter because it's less wide, I guess. But anyway, the cats would have been like right here on the fold, these two cute little cats. And they would have been right here on the fold, and I didn't want that, so I made it smaller. And so this is, comes out flat from, this is made from the back cover of that same magazine I made that one from. I made that one from the front cover. The cover is made from the front cover. This cover is made from the back cover. Anyway, you can see it comes out, like flat here. And then on this side, I folded it in a way so that I would have the cats on the front. So that made this like stick out here. And so I just folded that over and made a tuck spot. And so I said during the first video I would do the binding on this one a little different so you could see. I wanted to try 3 pamphlet stitch with this ribbon. So the idea with the first one, or even this one, you can get this and use it as is, or take it apart and use the papers, whatever, any parts of it you want in any way you want. But this one I wanted to, like I said, bind it with a ribbon. I don't know if I've ever done that. Instead of using embroidered floss, baker's twine, or any kind of twine or wax cord, use a ribbon like you would those things. So that's what I wanted to do. I think it's going to be really cute, but you can still take that apart if you wanted to, and use the papers any way you want, or use it as is, as a journal as is, and you add the pockets, you add the ephemera, you add whatever you want and make it your own, but it will be free. I'm not selling it. It's just coming along as a thank you with each journal order. Until I guess run out of, I don't know, when will it be till? I don't know, when I run out of Daphne's Diary magazines. Like I said, I got them for 1 year, and I have made journals out of these before. Daphne said we couldn't sell them. I'm going to do 3 links of ribbon, and used the cover for covers, and I used pages for covers. So, they could be made out of any of those things. And we'll do a little flip through. I'll throw the papers in here. I'll show you the papers that are in here. And also, they could be, I think I'm going to make them, the pages are going to be, you'll have the cover, you'll get the cover, and 10 or so pages, depending on just what I feel like putting in there. It'll be at least 10 papers, which folded is 20 pages or 40 surfaces. So it's really, if you think about 40 surfaces, that's really enough for a journal. For, like, say you do a little journal per month, you could do that. Or you could even put this as a signature in another journal. If you're making a journal, this could be a signature, possibly. Or I'm just trying to think, like Junk Journal July, it would be perfect for that, or Junk Journal January when that comes around. But anyway, they're going to come free. I'm going to put 3 holes, and I never measure. And if you are bad at measuring, this is the perfect little journal to make something like this. And you want to bind the signature, but you don't like measuring. You always feel like it comes out wrong or whatever. It's not straight, whatever. This is the perfect type of journal to make, where you actually bind the signature, you sew it in, but you don't have to measure. You really don't have to measure. So you just put a hole in the middle. It doesn't even have to be the exact middle, just around the middle. Just try to get the middle the best you can. Poke it through and try to get it through the fold, right through the fold there, or close. So I'm going to make this, I'm doing this, so because I'm using ribbon and not a thinner twine or something. So I just want to make the whole, maybe a little bit bigger than usual. And I just have this little, I have this in my Amazon links, this is an awl, A-W-L, and it's called an awl. And if you're brand new to junk journaling, and so yeah, I use this one because I usually like my holes thin. I don't like big holes. I used to use a bigger one that I got from my husband, a regular awl that looks like a screwdriver on the end. Like the end is like a screwdriver down here. And then you have this, the bottom part kind of tapers out, like an ice pick or something. But I don't know. It's just, my holes were always, I felt like my holes were too big with that. So this one I love, love, love. I think is perfect for me anyway. So it is linked in my Amazon links, which, get a little few cents for if you click on something there and buy something. But anyway, let's move on. So you saw I just poked a hole about 1 inch from the top, 1 inch from the bottom. So the reason I do this type of binding is because I used to do the other kind, where the other type where both the signatures come out. I mean, both the strings when you're done come out through the middle. But I found that my signatures weren't as tight as I would like them. I mean, I thought that's the only way to do it. I thought that was the only way to do it. That's the way I saw how to do it when I first started junk journaling, and I thought that was the only way to do it. And so, so I did it that way. I thought, well, this is the way you do it. So I did it that way because I saw someone, do a tutorial, and that's how they did it. Okay, so from the inside, you saw I put my string through. I have a little tail here. I am leaving a little tail here. If you are missing something and I'm going too fast, just rewind and watch it again. Or you can actually slow. If you don't know, I'm going to say this because I think most people know, but I didn't learn it until I was watching a video one day and somebody said it. I was like, oh my goodness, game changer, right? One of those things that's everybody should know, but they don't. So the little settings wheel on your YouTube video, I think it's sometimes down in the bottom right-hand corner, sometimes in the top left-hand corner, depending on what kind of device you're watching it on, your phone or your computer or whatever. So, and you can do it on your TV too, or do it on my TV. I speed up and I don't usually slow down, but I'll speed up a video. So at the little settings wheel, you click that, and then a drop down menu or a menu opens up, and it says speed. There's one play speed or playback speed or whatever it says, and you can push. It's on normal, and then you can go backwards, which is slower, and you can go forward up to 2 times faster. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that in case, I've been meaning to mention that in case you didn't know that you could slow down or speed up a video. Anyway, so went from the inside out, and I was saying, like, I did that other type where both the strings come out the middle, but sometimes I felt like and I think they kind of, they were and they weren't at the same times. Like, it's like sometimes they were and sometimes they weren't. There was no like predicting on how tight they would be. Even though all my threads were tight, it seemed like sometimes they weren't as tight as I liked them. So I'm doing this with a ribbon, as you can see. So we'll see. It's going through pretty good. This is common where you get stuck on your corner sometimes. But anyway, then I learned this way. I saw Lindsay from Nevermore Creations do this because I don't know if she still sells other people's journals in her shop, but she was showing someone else's journal and the signature was loose. It was wobbly. And she said, you know, do this, sew in your signatures like this. And she did it this way. And she said, and your signatures would not be loose or wobbly. And I tried it, and ever since then, my signatures are not loose or wobbly. So, okay, so I went in from the inside out, and I came in through this hole, back down in. I always go through the top hole. Well, what did I do? Did I go through the top? Oh, I went through the bottom. You can go through the top or bottom. It doesn't matter. So this is the opposite of what I usually do because I'm talking and not paying attention. But whatever you want to do, top or bottom, whatever feels better for you. And then it just comes out the same. So then I'm going to go back through the middle hole, and I'm not going to pierce, like whatever thread you have here, don't pierce through it. Try to get right beside it and come back through that hole you just went through, but you don't want to pierce your whatever. This, in my case, today it's ribbon. So, and then just as I'm going, I always kind of make sure everything is tight in the way I want it. I can see, like I said, I don't think I ever did a ribbon before, and it's twisting a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that. On the outside, it's not twisted, it's flat. In the inside, it's a little, sorry, I'm not meaning to stutter there, but on the inside, it's a little twisted, but I'm not going to worry about that. So now I'm on the outside. Now I'm going to come back up through my top hole, which I can see pretty clearly here. So right back through there, and I'm not having really any trouble pulling through. If you have trouble, I have little jewelry pliers that I use to help me grab the needle and pull through. Today I'm not really having any trouble, as you can see. I'm getting it through. So again, I'm making sure this is tight because at this point I'm going to be done. I have my tail here from the beginning. Everything looks, I'm going to go through right now and make sure everything looks tight. And then you take it and go back through your string that's in the bottom. Take your needle off. And I'm going to do it this way because usually I do it, well, let's see. No, I don't think I can do it that way. Like I said, I did it backwards as far as bottom and top is what I usually would do. So, okay, there we go. So you have one of your, say, tails on either side of your string, and you can see that it's pulling tight. It's not like, it doesn't look weird or, like something's on the wrong side, like this one belongs over here and this one belongs over there. It looks like it's on the right side and everything of where it should be. And then, so basically you've tied a knot there, but not a knot to hold it together. Now you are tying the knot to hold it together. So everything's tight. You're tying your knot to hold it together. And then usually I tie at least a double knot. At least a double knot. So the idea with these, they're free. They're for you to do what you want. One comes with each journal that you order. Even if you order 2 in one order, you'll get 2 of these. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and just cut this off a little bit. I'll cut it off a little bit above so that if somebody wants to actually use this as a journal, they can put something that hangs out here if they want. Or if they don't like this, you can always like tie this into a bow. In fact, I'll do that just for demonstration purposes. or when someone gets this, if they want to use this as is and put something on the strings, they can untie this bow and they still have a double knot under there. It's not going to come apart. So this is the second one. And here's what it looks like with the ribbon. I think it's cute. Okay, I like it. I just wanted to do something a little different. And then if somebody wants to, you can probably get this untied. If somebody wants to untie this, use the ribbon and use the pages for something else. Or you can just clip this, cut it and take the pages and use it however you wish. So now I've got two. I wanted to do a second one so I'd be ready in case someone ordered, 2 journals. I wanted to have these ready. And I'm going to be making some more. So let me know how you would like to see me making these little freebie Daphne's Diary journals. Do you want me to see me make the whole thing and put the pages in? I mean, because I could do it all in one video. It's a simple journal. Or do you want to just see a flip through? I'm going to do a flip through real quick, by the way. Actually, I don't want to forget to do that. So let's move everything out of the way. And like I did a binding on the first one, like a flow journal. This one is a 3 pamphlet stitch. I could do the next one a 5 pamphlet stitch, just as a reminder on how to do that. And then kind of circulate those type of bindings. So anyway, let's do this one. Like I said, it's made out of the back cover of this particular Daphne's Diary magazine. Really pretty. And you open up, you have a pocket here. This is sewn, by the way. And then this is like the handmade paper. If you saw the first one, you saw the handmade paper in that one. And this one's handmade paper. And this one also as the first page. Very beautiful. And it's got a very nice texture. A book page. There's 2 book pages in here from a vintage children's Cricket magazine. This is one. This is a page from Daphne's Diary magazine, and it's a fold out. This is a yellow lined page with blue lines. This is another Cricket page here. Daphne's Diary page here. This is a coloring book page right here. This is a page from it's a kind of a I'm going to say decorator or DIY type of book, like a crafting, almost like a crafting book, or it was a combination of decorating and crafting or something like that. Long explanation, but I'm trying to tell you exactly what that's from. Blue paper with lines, and this is the middle of the signature. So like I said, there's 10 papers in here, 20 pages or 40 surfaces. So that's the middle. This is one of my hand dyed, one of my papers that I dye. So, and in the back, of course, is the same. Back half is the same papers. So a really neat little journal. If you need something like this, all you have to do to get it is order one of my journals from my shop. Now, if my journals from my shop run out, that's going to be a problem. I'm going to have to get busy and make some journals faster, right? But I've got quite a few in there right now, so it should be good for a little bit. And if these I can make up pretty quick, so, if I run out of these, I can make some up pretty quick. But just, if you wouldn't mind, because since this was my second one, I didn't know if you'd want to see me make the whole thing, because you already saw it in the first one. So, and I want people to watch my videos, so, I want to make a video that you want to watch. So, if you could comment and let me know, do you want to see me put the pages in? Do you want to see just a flip through in the binding? You want to see just a flip through and I'll just say I did this. I bound it like this, especially after I'll do one more where I show you how I bind it. Because I'll do a 5 pamphlet stitch as a reminder on that one. And so, yeah, you can see everything's nice and tight. Nothing's wobbly. And that's why I do that that binding. So now I've got 2. So cool. I love them. So anyway, let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.